The planet was silent. Once, it had been a thriving hub of interstellar trade, a beacon of prosperity on the outer rim of the galaxy. But now it was nothing but a barren wasteland. The structures that once gleamed under the twin suns were now reduced to ruins. Their majestic towers crumbled into dust. The air, once full of the hum of bustling life, was now thick with an unsettling stillness. Zara, an alien woman from the planet Draxia, stood amidst the wreckage of the long-forgotten city. Her silver-blue skin shimmered faintly in the dim light of the dying suns, and her large, luminous eyes scanned the surroundings. She had traveled far across the galaxy to reach this forsaken world, but not by choice. Her mission had been simple: find the human man who had crash-landed here, and bring him back home. The galaxy was vast, and Zara's people, the Draxians, had always been isolated from the humans. Her species was known for their advanced technology and wisdom, but they were also a solitary race, keeping to themselves. Humans, on the other hand, were an enigma, a young, ambitious species with a potential Zara couldn't ignore. The man, Captain Luke Donovan, had been part of a deep space exploration mission, one that had gone horribly wrong. A catastrophic engine failure had sent his ship spiraling out of control, crashing onto the surface of the forgotten world. Zara had been sent to retrieve him and ensure that the humans didn't discover the secrets hidden on this planet. Secrets that could alter the balance of power in the galaxy forever. As Zara walked through the ruins, she reflected on the stories her people had passed down about Earth and its inhabitants. Humans were known for their resilience, their ability to survive against all odds, but they were also reckless, impulsive, and often destructive. Zara had been taught to view them with caution. And yet, something about Luke Donovan intrigued her. He had survived for months on this abandoned world, using his ingenuity and sheer willpower to stay alive. She found him, sitting by the remnants of his crashed ship, his back to her as he tinkered with a broken piece of equipment. His rugged appearance, with short-cropped hair and a weathered face, was a testament to the hardships he had endured. Despite the harsh conditions, Luke had managed to repair what he could, always pushing forward, never giving up. Zara cleared her throat, the sound echoing through the stillness. Luke's head snapped up, his hand instinctively reaching for a weapon at his side. But when he saw her, his hand faltered. The sight of the alien woman, so unlike anything he had ever encountered, took him by surprise. Her presence was both calming and intimidating, and for a moment, neither of them spoke. "You're the one who's come to rescue me?" Luke finally asked, his voice rough, as if he hadn't spoken to another soul in ages. Zara nodded, her voice soft but firm. "I was sent to bring you back to your people. The galaxy has long since forgotten this world, but your journey doesn't end here." Luke stared at her for a long moment, as if weighing his options. He had been alone for so long, isolated on a dying planet with no hope of escape. But there was something in Zara's gaze, something that made him feel as though he could trust her. "How long have you been here?" Zara asked, her voice carrying a tone of quiet concern. "Too long," Luke replied with a dry laugh. "I was stranded here after a crash. At first, I thought I could fix the ship and get back, but the planet's atmosphere is unstable. There's no way out. I've been trying to survive on my own, but—" He trailed off, the weight of his situation sinking in. Zara took a step closer, her expression softening. "You are not alone anymore." Luke met her eyes, and for the first time since his crash, he felt a flicker of hope. "What do you mean? You're just here to pick me up, right? Take me home." Zara shook her head, her long silvery hair flowing in the wind. "There is more to this planet than you realize. The reason your people's ship crashed is not by accident. There are secrets buried here, secrets that could change everything." Luke frowned, confusion clouding his features. What kind of secrets? Zara hesitated for a moment, her gaze drifting to the horizon, where the twin suns were beginning to set. This planet was once home to a highly advanced civilization. They built structures and technologies that were far beyond anything your people have ever seen. But something went wrong. They disappeared, leaving behind only ruins and broken machinery. Luke's curiosity was piqued. And you're telling me that these people had technology capable of causing a ship to crash? Yes, Zara replied. This planet was abandoned for a reason. There are forces here, forces that are still active, that could disrupt the balance of power in the galaxy. The humans must never discover what's hidden beneath this world. Luke looked around at the barren landscape, a sense of awe growing within him. So what now? Are you going to destroy everything? Make sure no one else ever knows about it? Zara shook her head again, her expression thoughtful. No, my mission is to ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands. But you, Luke Donovan, you have something in you that I've never seen before. I've spent my entire life keeping to my people, believing that isolation is the only way to survive. But you have a drive to connect, to build, to create. I've been taught that humans are a threat, but now I see that you could be the key to something much greater. Luke felt a spark of something inside him. For the first time in months, he wasn't just surviving. He was a part of something bigger, something important. I don't know what you're asking of me, Luke said slowly, his voice full of resolve. But I'm ready to do whatever it takes to get off this rock. And if that means learning more about what's hidden here, then I'm with you. Zara nodded, a faint smile appearing on her face. Then we begin together. The future of the galaxy might rest on what we uncover here. As the two of them turned to walk deeper into the ruins of the abandoned planet, a new bond began to form. One forged in the fires of survival, trust, and the promise of an unknown future. Together, they would unravel the secrets of the forgotten world and unlock the potential for something greater than either of them could have imagined.